Hi everybody, my name's Liv Talk and I wanted to share with you a poem I wrote for my dad, Chris Bennett, who died on the 19th of November 2021. And I wrote this for his memorial. And he was a man in the end who didn't have a lot of people. And I hope that this goes some way to sharing his story. It's called Blue LEDs Are the Rarest. The older I get, Dad, the less I care about proving you wrong. I have your deep voice, the one that could only sing I was born under a wandering star in tune, and your too big jaw. You were embarrassed about it. We would call you Desperate Dan and you would hate it, like the time we hid your pipe behind the hi-fi. That was the angriest I ever saw you. My memories of you are like those little square photos pinned to the wood chip in the dining room. The hairs on your right arm as you rested it on the window of your brown maxi, and how you let me turn your shed into a Wendy house. You taught me cloud names and fish scales, frogs from toads, amphibians from lizards, stick insects from twigs, showed me how drawing telephone wires, getting smaller and smaller, would teach me perspective. You taught me that in lots of ways. And your stories were incredible, stolen from 1970s adventure films with the Raquel Welch, volcanoes that would give you eternal youth, and worlds under the ground with saber-toothed tigers. You had a cabinet of 60s classic vinyl, would twirl me round to Elvis's Return to Sender, Julie Felix Going to the Zoo, Joni's Big Yellow Taxi. There were tropical fish, imperial leather and pipe smoke, Tony Hancock, Hitchhiker's Guide and 5-day test matches, and the words, don't be ridiculous. You are saying them now somewhere. I know you are. At funerals, you would tell old aunts that they'd be next. And me, money can't buy you happiness, but you can be miserable in comfort. I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist. The universe is so big that we don't really mean anything, as you made light spiral pictures out of green, red, yellow LEDs that danced to the radio. Never blue. They were too expensive in the 90s. The trouble with the world, you said, is that there are too many people. One less now, Dad. My friend Claire said that you can become much closer to your parents after they die, like maybe we can hang out more in my head and have proper chats where I'm not so defensive and you're not always right. The day you were cremated, I lit a candle and you whispered in my ear, don't feel sad about that clapped out piece of rubbish. It isn't worth keeping. I'm not sure what is, Dad. But as I stand here in this poem, all the ages and moments of your life crowd around me. So much sad stuff I won't mention here because it has clogged the air between us for too long and I'm trying not to carry that anymore. The last time I spoke to you, I was sitting outside in the car and you said you were worried about some health things. Said you hadn't told the doctor. I think I told you I loved you, but it was snatched, said quick, like a lie. Now I sit under a blanket in the front seat playing your 10-second answering machine messages from 2017 and 2019 on repeat, wishing me happy birthday. One is cheerier than the other. At the end of the second one, your voice wobbles and you ask me to call you back. When I try, the line is dead. So I go back in the house. And just before I step inside, I see you standing at the top of the path. We watch each other, getting smaller and smaller. In the end, there is only love. Isn't there, Dad? But you knew that. You knew everything. You rare, blue, tiny light.